Metro 97.7 FM right here in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. Don't forget, you're on to your program, The Cafe. And this is the Valentine edition. And I will be doing a giveaway on the show. Love View Hotel is doing this. They want to celebrate few couples, and they will be giving you a getaway for the weekend for you and your husband, you and your wife. So, not for boyfriend and girlfriend, for couples. Okay, 0916 257 1214. 0700 Now, these are the numbers to call. All you need to do is share your love story, how you met your partner. Okay, and that's it. If your story is interesting, you will get away for love. From La Viju Hotel this weekend. To spend a good time with your partner this weekend. La Viju Hotel is one hotel you need to visit. A beautiful place. Food wise, oh my goodness, very sumptuous. Hospitality top notch. All right. More on that. 0700 0916 257 1214. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a beautiful lady in the studio this afternoon. Yeah, when she walked in, her smile has actually caught my attention. Yeah. I have Ugweze Chinechere. She is a media and communication professional, a youth leadership advocate, and child protection practitioner with a strong commitment to advancing the rights of women, children, and other vulnerable groups. Okay, she's into a lot of things. You will hear them from her when she come on. Aside that, she has done a lot of things, and I'm so proud of her. I'm just meeting her for the first time, but I'm already proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to be having a conversation, and make sure you are part of it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, same here. Is this how you smile on a good day? Uh, is it
Yes.
about Valentine?
No. I always wear a smile on my face.
Fantastic. Okay. All right. Her name is Ugoize Chinechirem. So let's talk about uh, Valentine before we delve into the main point. What is Valentine to you?
Uh, to me, I see Valentine like showing love.
Okay.
Yes, and it doesn't really have to be with just couple.
Yeah.
In the society of today, people believe that if you want to do real Valentine, you should show love to people who have not received love.
Okay.
Yeah, just the way we see random content creators, they'll come on the streets and see someone that is hustling. I appreciate it more when they show love to people who are actually working,
Okay.
and you are saying that this work is very strenuous, and you just want to assist in your own little way. So tomorrow is Valentine. When you go out to the streets there, you see a little girl of between 17, 18 that is sweating under the sun. She's carrying a bucket of a bar filled with bottled water or drink. You can decide to buy one and leave the extra balance for her, so that by doing that you're putting a smile on her face,
Yeah.
and she'll appreciate it because she works for it and she know how hard it's to make money. But if you give it to someone that is not doing anything, the person might not even thank you very well and feels like you have a whole lot of money. That's why it's only 500 you're giving me, it's only 1000 you're giving me. But if you give it to someone who is actively working on the field,
Yeah.
they tend to appreciate it more.
Fantastic. You have a val already?
I don't really know much about that. It's I might have, I might not have. I'm not certain.
I hope you're not going to put a stop like what that guy experienced.
No. I'm
Okay.
not.
Because you're not certain yet.
I'm not expecting much. I'm seeing someone, but right now I don't have any plans for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, right?
If he has
Okay.
any plans for tomorrow,
So
well,
you
I'm
don't have a
fine.
plan for him tomorrow.
No.
That's not nice now.
When it comes to birthday, I can
You can.
celebrate.
Ah,
I
okay.
celebrate people when it's their birthdays
Okay.
or other remarkable occasions.
Okay.
Yeah. But when it's to Valentine, I feel the whole paparazzi is too much. I
Okay.
just give it to people who sincerely lack love.
All right. Once again, welcome to the show. Now let's go into the main business. You're into child protection,
Yeah.
right? How does violent extremism affect child, domestic workers, and what are the risks they face?
Okay, violent extremism only happens when you try to force a norm on someone, and if they try resisting it and they can't resist it, they become defensive, they become extremism about it. That's where you see some of them out of survival that I've endured a lot, I'm passing through a lot and nobody's trying to help me. Some of them might decide to join cults
Okay.
in the school so that they can feel protected
Okay.
among their peers. Then when they feel like they cannot really, it's no longer in the school that they're facing this abuse,
Yeah.
they will go to the streets and want to join a gang of bad boys so that they feel protected. And then you find out that when it comes to the females among them, because when we talk about child domestic workers, you're talking about children
Yeah.
who are living in other people's home that is not their parents' home, even if that is their relative or maybe they are formally employed. Though under Nigerian law, it's not really it's not legal for you to employ someone below the age of 18.
Yeah.
So it's non-constitutional. It's not even approved. But in situations whereby informal employment happens and these children are living in these houses now, we've had, even online, you've heard stories of how child domestic workers, that's house helps
Okay.
or mother who lives in other people's home,
Yeah.
when they feel like they've been over maltreated, they've been exploited, that this violence that are facing is now getting to the extremism and they want to hurt back. We've seen cases of whereby during work hours when their employers are no longer around, they tend to take the children and run away. And you come back, you start hearing, I left my child with the house help, I can't find my child. This is just the way they feel. This is my best way of reacting.
Okay.
Or you hear people, they will say that their help wanted to run away and ran with some of their valuable things.
Yeah.
Extremism only happens whereby you are trying to force a norm, and this norm they're trying to force on these children is exploitation. A child is awake from 4 a.m. in the morning, and this child is going to go to bed by 12:30. It's just a 3 or 4 hours sleep, which is not even healthy for such child. And there's a length to what people can endure abuse.
Okay.
You can abuse a child today, you're abusing a child tomorrow, you're abusing a child next tomorrow, he's not talking. It's very it's worse when those ones are don't talk. It's better you're even dealing with the ones that if you are trying to do, they'll say, Madam, I beg, I don't like this thing now, it's too much. But you see those ones that don't talk, when they want to get to the extreme, their reactions can be so bad because you can't predict their next move. And that's why us at Caprice, we always advise that treat them well. It's best to be kind. When a child is living with you, even because right now we are even advising, if you have your way, don't send these children out.
Yeah.
Let them live with you under your own roof.
Yeah, some parents would say, "Oh, we don't have money to take care of these kids, and the only way, the only way out is to send our kids out." I know of a family, family of 4 kids, 4 children. The 4 children are all out, different places, living with different people, and it breaks my heart to see things like this happening. And the question is, why would you, if you know you can't take care of a child, why bringing a child to the world?
Yes.
What's your take on that?
Okay. This is one of the challenges we've noticed, and us as Caprites, few years ago. We published a book where we had to bring some community women together
Okay.
so that we can teach them on family planning. When we started this program, they were saying, man, no. That most of them react to family planning, that it unbalances their hormones, that is not so comfortable for them.
Yeah.
Then we had, one thing about program is that if you make the people involved, you will get a good feedback and a strong impact on what you want to, the knowledge you're trying to transfer to them. So we came up with getting instructors from the Catholic Church to come and teach these women how to do billing method, that's the natural way of family planning.
Okay.
They were very comfortable with it. This training lasted for almost 7 months.
7 months.
It's a 1-year project, though we still extended it, but in over 7 months they were properly taught monthly during the safe spaces on how to understand their body the natural way without reacting to chemicals. And we had Muslim women among them, which is against their religion. Even some Christians said, no, my religion doesn't accept contraceptives, all this. So that's why we had to go with the Lewis method, which is the natural way that nobody reacts. That's why every time we advocate, give birth to the number of children you can raise.
Yeah.
Nobody can love your child more than you.
Okay, just hold it there. Nobody can love your child more than you. We're going to continue from that, 3 o'clock is the time for the headline news. At 3, I have been communicating with Ugu Eze Chinechirim. She serves as communication officer at the Center for the Advancement and Protection of the Rights of Vulnerable People, and they call them CAP Rights. Right, so when we return, more to talk about children, advocacy for children. This is very important. All right, don't go anywhere. This is Metro 97.7 FM. Up next, headline news at 3.
Live from Lagos, this is Metro 97.7 FM.
Broadcasting live from Lagos with fresh news updates.
A very good afternoon to you. This is Metro 97.7 FM, the headline news at 3. My name is Henry Emenike. Radio Nigeria partners with FAN to promote aviation reforms in Lagos. Communities mark World Radio Day. Lawmakers pledge complete execution of 2026 budget. Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu extends 100 million naira support to veterans and widows. Ukraine set to secure International Monetary Fund deal approval. And that is it on the headline news at 3. Do join us at 6 p.m. for details and more. Thank you for listening. My name is Henry Emenike.
Live from Lagos, this is Metro 97.7 FM.
Where are you from?
Which state?
Up here. this, but I have to because of time. Once I'm done with the interview, trust me, I will soak you into beautiful songs. Okay, I have a call already. Hello, very good afternoon to you. Please turn down the radio, please. Okay. Sir, what's your name? Oh, Sylvester, you called earlier, right? Okay, your number ended with 501. Is that your number? It ended with 501? Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, welcome back to the show. This is the Cafe on Metro 97.7 FM. That was one of the callers for the weekend getaway for the Valentine. The Valentine coming all the way from La Viju Hotel. Right, just keep calling 091625712114 or 700 I want to hear your story, your love story. How did you meet your partner? If it's interesting, you're gonna be part of the getaway this weekend. By the way, I have a very intelligent lady in the studio, a lady with so much achievement. She's done so well for herself, yeah, and she's into humanity big time. She brings solid experience in community engagement, digital advocacy, and also strategic communication for sustainable social impact. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. She began her journey in social development with Bina Foundation for people with special needs, working with persons with disabilities and other vulnerable, populations as a facilitator and volunteer during her school years. Now, during our National Youth Service year, she served at the Armed Forces Resettlement Center. Currently, she serves as communication officer at the Center for the Advancement and Protection of the Rights of Vulnerable People, CAP Rights. Yes, and they are, into protection and promote the rights of women, children, and other vulnerable populations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, she is Ugoize Chinechirem. Right, so we're talking about parents giving up their children, to people. And the last statement you made, you did say nobody would love your children more than you do, or more than you would do, right?
Yes, even though there might be some exceptions, but
Okay.
let's say 5% or even 2%, because we've had cases of stepfathers, stepmothers, and you know how those things doesn't come out well.
Yeah.
Now, I still want to understand why someone deliberately alive and you want to give out your child. Though we've had a case of when a parent wants their child to have a better future, this woman, she and the husband, they base at Ebonyi State, and she feels she's living in an underdeveloped environment and
Okay.
she wants the best for her children. So she decided with the husband to send the child to Lagos, believing that Lagos has better education for the children. But just the same way I say nobody is going to love your child the way you do,
Yeah.
in some exceptions. Now, when these children came to Lagos, they are less than 10 years old. The parents want their education fees and some of their feeding. But because they believe that living with my sister, she's going to treat them well,
Okay.
these children started experiencing abuse. You will see marks on their body, and when they are being confronted, she says, that's stubborn. Who doesn't know that a child below 10, how they can be hyperactive, and
Yeah.
you have to be patient in correcting them. That doesn't mean you don't punish a child, but you're not meant to be extreme about it. Now it became an issue. She wants to take her children back. That I had a better future for these children by sending them to you, but it's no longer what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've had the cases of people coming to ask us, that what happens to children who lost their parents and there are still children that they cannot take care of themselves at that moment, that they need to be under the watch of an adult, a
Okay.
trusted one at that. That's where we always advocate for fair treatment of a child. If a child whose parents are alive, who fund their education, fund their feeding, can be maltreated, let's now imagine what happens to a child who lost his or her parents and nobody except few family members is coming to save you.
All right.
They will see shege, like they will so maltreat them, and most times these children are being promised better life over there. They come with very beautiful promises of sending you to school, doing well for you. Lagos State is doing a very fantastic job by giving free education to some extent in their public schools, and they do so well. We visited during the course of this project. I've gone to various government schools under this project, and most times when I walk into the school and I see how good the classroom is, the teachers, I'll be like, no child in Lagos State should miss out on education,
Okay.
because they are doing their best to make sure that for secondary level that you are getting that basic education. They have good teachers on ground, and I also heard that they are being paid well, and the school environment, the classroom, the settings, you see that like the state government, they are doing their best.
Okay. I'm going to cut you here.
Okay.
So, my question is, what initiatives can be implemented to support child domestic workers and also prevent extremist recruitment?
Okay. There are still some laws that have been placed that, let's assume just the way a parent sends her child from Ebonyi State to Lagos, there's still something called monitoring, and these children have like right to family life. It's always advisable that the parents comes to visit them, or these children are sent back home to go and visit the other siblings or the family, so that they don't lose out from that family bond. And then that's for family life.
Yeah.
And we are not really against people sending out the children, we are just against the abuse these
Yep,
children
yes.
face.
Yeah.
Children that are living, children have 5 rights. That's what we are working on this project. Right to education, right to recreation and play, right to family life, right to safety, and right to health.
Okay.
We advocate that when a child is sick, you just don't self-medicate. You try to take the child to.
That's your NGO.
Yes, that's what we advocate for. We go out to sensitize the people that please treat these children well. These children are the futures of tomorrow. Yeah, they deserve to be treated right.
Mm.
Then if you feel like, okay fine, the Lagos State government that you can't send them to the schools because I noticed that they're expected to pay tax, so some people hold on to that as a clause of not sending their children to those children living with them to school because they don't have that money. Now you can send them to learn a skill. In this part of Lagos, they do so well when it comes to handwork.
Okay.
Ladies, we are not only out for formal education, they should gain informal education, whereby they learn a skill. They can learn handmaking, they can learn any tailoring, bag making, and us at Capright, we came up with an initiative that one of the reasons why parents send out their children to do domestic works in other people's home is poverty. Now we are looking at families who have tendencies of sending out these children,
Okay.
and those kind of families are single mothers, young widows. Though they say we don't pay attention to widowers, we said okay fine, so that it's not look as if we are trying to marginalize some set of people.
Okay.
When we have widowers and they have younger children, let's say a boy or a girl, we also take them to enroll. Last time we trained 7 female, a mother of 3 and some other young girls. One, I think two of them was also a child domestic worker that lives. Said one said that her family is having family issues. She has tendency of leaving the house. They might send her out. So we enrolled them for skill acquisition where they learned makeup and gele making. And even next month we have a 1 week skill acquisition program we are organizing again. Why do we organize this thing? We believe that when a mother is working,
Okay.
you tend to make money, and since the reason why you will always want to send out this child is because you feel you don't have money. Now when you have a skill and it's bringing in money for you, you should learn how to manage it. We have a village savings loan association group where we encourage them and we teach them the act of savings. It's not everyone but they call you, you attend. It's not every Ashebi, they say Ashebi is out, or this person is doing this thing, or this person is doing this thing. You're looking at someone that has finished training their child to be competing with the person in buying all the Ashebis. Why you have 3 or 4 less than 18 years children at home with you? You should manage your financial expenses. If you know you earn less, spend wisely. Focus on your needs and not on your wants.
Okay. I wish we have all the time in the world, but time is against us. Your parting words, regarding child's domestic workers and prevent extremist recruitment. Let's say a child is listening right now, or someone is actually listening now, and the person wants to get out of that situation, or the child wants to get out from that situation he or she is at the moment.
Okay.
What would you say? And is it safe to say that your NGO can handle or can take care of the situation?
Okay, when that is one of the challenge we've had, because we as an NGO, we can't do much. We collaborate with state agencies, and the challenge we are having is that most of those foster homes that they provide for these children, some are very good, some are in a state that is not so good for these children, and then most of them tend to face discrimination because growing up, when other people now notice that they're coming to school from this home or from this orphanage home, they start discriminating among them because they feel that this one doesn't have a father or this one doesn't have a mother. That's where we came up with the solution that if Lagos state governments, even Nigerian state governments can introduce foster parenting.
Foster parenting.
Yes,
Okay.
When we talk about foster parenting, you don't have full access of this child. It's not like you are formally adopting a child, but this child is living under your watch. So when we do foster parenting, it makes them feel belonged, except when someone tells you that this child is not part of this family, or that's when you know. Because we talked about adoption as one of which way can we make children coming into homes easier. And people say the process of doing adoption is so rigorous that it's not something that comes that easy. So adoption to them is not an option.
Okay. I have to pause you here.
No, wait, let me explain. Now if the government can't come up, they should please implement foster parenting into rule. Now for every child that is there, speak to a trusted adult. You have a toll-free number that you can call.
Okay, go ahead, call the number.
The toll-free number is 080 000-44444. What I mean by a toll-free number is the number you can call free without being charged. Please call this number so that you can report cases of child domestic workers.
I think you need to call the number again.
Okay, the number is 080-000-44444. It's a toll-free line.
Okay.
Please call when you witness any child domestic worker who is being abused, because such child needs help.
Okay.
And by calling, help will come to this child. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I have been communicating with Ugweze Chinecherem, and she's quite, she understands what she's doing, and I wish we had all the time. There's a lot we would have talked about. Maybe someday you'll come back.
No problem.
You will? Okay.
I will.
Yeah, she is a media and communication professional, youth leadership advocate, and child protection practitioner with a strong commitment to advancing the right of women, children, and she works with an NGO. She's got an NGO. She serves as a communication officer at the Center for the Advancement and Protection of the Rights of Vulnerable People, CAP Right. Sometime again, we're gonna have you on the show, so you would tell us more about this whole thing. Hmm?
No problem.
All right, thank you for
So
coming.
much.
All right, Metro 97.7 FM. Let's go back to music. You know what the show is about? Bringing you the best of music. And don't forget, the phone lines are open for you to call in 0916 257 1214 0700 The phone lines are open for you to call and share your love story, how you met your partner. And if it's interesting, you get a getaway this weekend for the Valentine with your partner, courtesy La Vigil Hotel and Suite. All right, let's go back to music. My name is Henry. I'm going to call me the studio voice and radio. Big thank you to my producer, Israel Etim, for bringing Chinechirem, right?
Yes, thank you so
To
much.
the show.
Sister.
Okay, all right. This is coming from Luther Vandross. You know, any day, anytime. Luther Vandross is one of my favorite. Who's your favorite old artist?
Star Plus.
Okay, you're local.
I'm a local. I love their read beats. It's so beautiful.
Star Plus. Okay. Okay, this is coming from Luther Vandross, Dream Lover. Enjoy. Thank you for coming.
Nice being on the show.